Alright guys, what's up? Diamondback here, and bringing you a video on the SOG Flash 1. This is going to be a review of the SOG Flash 1 knife, obviously from SOG or SOG, the company. Now this is the straight edge model. I believe they come in a serrated model, also with a black titanium nitride coated blade. Now, this model of the SOG Flash 1 has a GRN handle, which is glass reinforced nylon. The blade is AUS 8 steel. Now, I am not a knife aficionado with regard to steels and whatnot, but AUS 8, it is my understanding, is a good steel for the price that you can get the blade at. Now, the price on SOG's website is $61. However, I purchased mine for around $30 on Amazon.com, and that's where I generally go to purchase blades. After doing research on other websites, you read their Amazon reviews, they can be generally very helpful. Now, the SOG Flash 1 is a rather small blade and light blade, measured around 1.5 ounces, 1.4 ounces. The blade length, here, I'll get a measurement for you right now. The blade length is approximately, as you can see there, if the camera will focus, it's just over 2 inches. It's about 2¼ inches long. And that's the cutting surface. It features this lock right here, which is similar to the Axis lock. I'm not exactly sure what the name of the locking mechanism is. The locking mechanism, the way that they call it. It's a sliding lock button, and I found that it's very, very strong, and it manages to hold the blade very well. There is no play side to side, up and down. Some people have reported play with their SOG Flash 1, and that can be corrected by just adjusting the screw here. You notice it's one-sided, so it's very easy to get that adjusted if you have the proper bit. Now, to release the lock, you just slide this backwards and slide it closed. Now, just to give you guys an idea on my use before going into the review of how this blade has been faring for me, generally everyday carry, obviously. The knife is too small for other purposes like outdoors, bushcraft and things like that. Tactical use, it's a little too small for that, being that the blade is so short and light. Now, for everyday carry tasks such as cutting open packages, cutting through paper, tape, letters, things like that, just generally, it can be even used for food preparation. I have used it a couple times in simple food tasks, but it has fared excellently. Now, a couple things to note: the blade, being the AUS 8 steel, it's not something like S30V or VG10. It doesn't hold an edge as well. However, it is, sharpenable. I have sharpened it. I use a Spyderco triangle sharp maker, and it does rather well, and it gets to a very good utility edge. And if I spent more time on it, I could get it to be razor sharp. Now, one thing that I find a little annoying about this blade that I want to note before anybody buying it, because I haven't heard it discussed, this lock, when the blade is in the closed position, is free to move around. Therefore, it shakes, and you can hear it. And that not really for tactical purposes, because the blade isn't really a tactical blade, but it can get annoying sometimes. I don't find that it shakes very much in the pocket because I do wear jeans, so the blade is kind of snug in my pocket, so it doesn't really shake around while I'm walking. In the open position, this isn't a problem because obviously that holds it in place. It shakes a little bit, but not too much. Now, there is a safety. I find that I don't really use it very much because the blade has a bias to close, being that it's a spring-assisted blade. It has a bias to stay closed, so I find that I don't need that safety, and unless I really want to deploy the blade, it won't deploy. The pocket clip is an excellent pocket clip. Let's compare it to something like the Spyderco Delica, which is another one of my favorite everyday carry blades. The Spyderco Delica has an excellent pocket clip as well. However, this buries much more deeply in the pocket due to the fact that it has that overarching pocket clip design. And I find that's really nice. And when this is in my pocket, I mean, essentially, it's just, all you see is this, and it just looks like a pen or something like that, a funky pen. But yeah, the handle itself, if you have bigger hands, it'll take some getting used to. For everyday carry tasks, I think it's fine. I don't actually find that I seat my middle finger into this second detent here. Just my pointer finger goes here, my thumb goes on top of here, and the other finger just kind of clasp around this area, and that works nicely for me, and I have rather big hands. You might have to get used to opening it when you get it right out of the box, just because, it is a little smaller than your average knife. But once you do, I think it's an excellent choice for EDC. I have used it quite a bit and been carrying it quite a bit, and I really do like it. Yeah, so more Blade reviews going to come out soon, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a comment and a like rating on the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye-bye.